Hi guys, welcome back to the Sustainable Health Lab. Today we're going to talk about morning routines and starting to build habits in a morning routine. I feel like morning routines have been a huge buzz lately in the podcast world, in TikTok videos, in Instagram posts, YouTube, you name it. Everybody's talking about morning routines, and there's a reason for that. Research shows that when you start a habit that's small and achievable, you're more likely to be able to stick with that habit and add on to that habit. Think about behavioral momentum, little steps that are achievable to make you achieve the long-term goal that you want. So let's talk about some things that you might include in a morning routine. I know for me, recently, I've started making my bed when I get up, and I consider that to be part of my morning routine. Very ritualistic. After I get ready for the day, I make my bed. I've also started incorporating a lymphatic drainage water. I chug that right after that, and then I write 3 things in my gratitude journal. And all of these things, you guys, I've just started doing recently of the last 6 months. These are not things that I was doing and I'm just sharing and telling you about. These are things that I started doing because I told myself I wanted to be a more intentional person, and I wanted to start drinking more water, and I wanted to start writing in a gratitude journal. So I made the steps super easy, super achievable. And then once I complete those 3 activities in the morning, making my bed, chugging my lymphatic drainage water, and then writing 3 things down in a gratitude journal, which literally takes you guys a minute, sometimes a little longer if I'm feeling in a mood and I can't think of anything. I then reward myself by making myself a yummy breakfast before I go to work. And this has seriously changed how my days go. Before, I was getting up, getting ready, running out the door, did not have time to make breakfast, did not make my bed, did not have time to write in a gratitude journal. These are all things, though, that I told myself I wanted to do to start making my life better and become more driven and routine oriented. So I'm here to help you start establishing a morning routine. And if you're sitting here saying like, oh, I'm the person slamming my alarm, literally rushing out the door, think of just how frantic you are in the morning and how much better your day is going to be set up for success, even if you implement 1 to 3 of these tiny little changes. And a morning routine can start with one thing. Don't break off more than you can chew. It needs to be small, achievable, and quick for you to do. If it requires effort, you're not going to be successful at doing it right away. So some things that are easy to start with for building a morning routine, if you don't have one at all, is making your bed, chugging a glass of water if your goal is to be more hydrated, making coffee at home instead of stopping on your way to work, writing in a gratitude journal for 1 minute, writing in a journal or journaling for 1 minute. The time does not need to be a long time when you're just getting started. You're going to see how once you start the habit, it's easier to add on and build on other little habits. These are just some examples of morning routine habits that you can use and implement. It could be something as easy as stretching for 5 minutes before you get dressed in the morning, taking vitamins at a regular time in the morning. And once you start doing and building your routine, I challenge you to slowly add on to that once you feel comfortable and ready, and notice how much better you feel starting your day, not frantic, calm, collected, cool. This is going to help your nervous system be regulated too. Many of us are going to jobs that we might be really good at, or maybe they just pay the bills and we need to show up, but we don't necessarily love, and we immediately get in a fight or flight state, and we are overwhelmed, our cortisol spikes. In establishing a simple morning routine is one way that you can just set yourself up for success and start building simple habits. If you're liking this content, press subscribe below and comment one thing you're going to add to your morning routine. I'm excited to hear what you guys have in store. Bye.